Here in 1991 is 57, though. And in his 40th television appearance, does he enjoy this game?
Well, Chris, he's in great shape. You know, he tried to tour when he was in his 20s and 30s with some success. However, at 57, he has just dominated the seniors tour. As we get our first look at the Ragin' Cajun, Avery Leblanc. What a wonderful, nice guy. Here's his first shot.
Leaving the 3, 6, 10. Very animated guy.
Yes, he is, Chris, and he's just a little tentative on his first shot. You see he has just a wonderful style. Very quickly, he's up there on the approach. You see him come up there, solid 5-step delivery, just drive straight on through. Good follow through, but not enough ball speed.
Good. Last year he won 46,815. His best 2 seconds. He has 2 regional titles.
You know, Avery tried the tour off and on, Chris, and he had a business at home. He had an automotive business, and he was even a swamp tour guide and does alligator wrestling as a hobby. He said he got out of all that, started concentrating on his bowling, and he's really showing now. He's doing quite well.
All right, we have 310 coming up here on the left lane for Avery Leblanc.
The tendency of an older player and a little bit inexperienced is to soften up and aim. As you see LeBlanc's ball going high, the 310 baby split. Under the gun, you got to go with a little extra ball speed and make that ball set up. Let's see if he can convert the split.
Remember today, we have a Touring Pro Classic winner, and then the winner of this match will meet him in a Winning Never Gets Old match, head-to-head for $25,000.
That'll be the final game of the day. Here we go. Handegard, second frame.
Handegard, left lane. Complete lead by 22.
Oh, Chris, just an excellent shot. He gets a terrific break in the first frame. He crossed over and got a strike, then made it count as he struck in the second and third, and has caught Avery Leblanc a little bit off guard. Avery, a tough guy, though. He should bounce back here. Trails by 22, third frame. Get that first strike under your belt. He'll be okay.
2-4-5.
Well, this is kind of how he started in the morning matches. As you see him go a little bit wide, he was tentative, and then he sends the ball wide. After he got a few spares and strikes under his belt this morning, he got cooking. So leaves the 2-4-5 spare. If he converts here, he'll trail by 25 after 3.
Here's how the money is distributed to the senior players. The 3 that lost out this morning get $2,500. The loser of this game will get $5,000 and the winner $7,500. But more important, he goes into the Winning Never Gets Old challenge match. Nice break. First strike for LeBlanc, trailing by 25. We're at Don Carter Lanes in Sunrise. You know, tourists and locals in nearby Fort Lauderdale seek relief from the 80-degree temperatures. Grass. Now looking at John Handegard. Fourth frame, leads by 25, can up it to 35. 3-bagger working fourth frame. Got a lot of action on that ball, Nelson.
You're right, Chris, and he's very confident. You know, John, if you ask him, he says he's living his dream. He always wanted to make it on the pro tour, and a very physically strong guy. Look at his forearms, look at his wrists. He used to work in a sawmill up in Oregon and just built tremendous strength, and that's so good in the sport of bowling. You have that good hand strength, the good wrist action. Right now he's opened up a 35-pin lead as he starts the game with 4 consecutive strikes.
Nelson, where did you get those blacksmith-like forearms of yours?
Well, thank you. I think mine are mostly genetic. My late father was a bricklayer, and it helped him very much in his game, too. So, Avery Leblanc, he's got to get it going now. He's got to strike up and cut into the lead of John Handegard with a couple strikes here. He trails by 45, 5th frame.
Oh, sliding by, leaving the 1-2-10, and
Trouble. Has to make this. Has to get the ball between the 1-2, slide the head pin over into the 10-pin zone. He can either drive it directly into the 10 or off the sideboard. Needs to make this spare.
oh, beautiful. The second conversion by Avery Leblanc. Next Saturday, ABC's Professional Bowlers Tour rolls into Pennsylvania. Bowling's big guns meet at the Erie Civic Center in the Flagship Open. Join us in the arena next Saturday at 3, 2 Central and Pacific right here on ABC. Arena Finals. Love them. Only his second strike in the 6th frame. Whereas John Handegard now, 5 in a row. He is halfway there for a lot of bucks.
Well, Chris, if he goes all the way with a perfect game, Choice Hotels, the Comfort Inn Classic here, will award him a $150,000 with an additional $50,000 going to charity. So this is a $200,000 pop if he can take it off the sheet. He's got the first 6.
50 of that going to the Family Resource Center and the Maryland Dursing Memorial Scholarship Fund.
See what happens.
What can one say?
Well, he blows the 5 over in the 7. He has to concentrate on winning the game now. He has what seemingly is an insurmountable lead, but not necessarily so. Avery Leblanc could still strike it out for 245. Handegard going at a 249 pace. He has to be careful.
54 pins, the lead by John Handegard. You know, the ascent of the sailfish is depicted here locally at Northport Plaza. Look at it. Worth $50,000. Right now in this game, we're trying to determine the senior that will go into the Winning Never Gets Old Challenge match against the Classic champion for 25 grand. Oh, yes. Okay, Nelson.
Thank you, Chris. With me are 2 former PBA national champions who will be in the next match, Mike Miller and Brian Voss. Mike, you had an exciting match. You tied with 279 David Houston. You think the lanes are still the same as they were this morning, and what do you expect against the big guy Beef?
No, I don't think the lanes are the same because they redid them, so I expect them to be different, but hopefully I'll make the right adjustments and have just enough to beat Brian.
Brian, yeah, you're going against a former national champion. He was hot this morning. Plus, you got the seniors out there to worry about. You got to think about Mike first, and worry about the seniors later.
Well, I hope Mike just totally screws up, actually. I know this is a wonderful event. I'm going to be a senior in about 12 years, and, you know, I hope these kinds of events still keep going on.
Hey, great attitude. 2 great players, Chris. They'll be coming up in the next match. Back to you, pal.
All right. Thanks, Bo. Avery Leblanc. Covered the 4-pin with ease. Rest now as Handegard, leading by 45, gets up in the 8th frame. Spare working for him. crossing over, and we have a 6'10".
And Handegard seems a little bit confused in the 8th frame here as he has the match well in hand. He may have tried an experimental shot there, Chris. With the match in hand, all he has to worry about is the final match of the day, the winning never gets old challenge. He's got a pop at winning an extra $25,000. Why not try a move?
Way to the left of center. Come up. Remember, roll-offs for the seniors earlier today and for the touring professionals.
To be a senior PBA member over the age of 50, the seniors can play both tours. John Handegard, the youngest man ever to win on a national tour last year when he won at the age of 57, falls part-time on the regular tour, and is the king of the seniors tour. There he is, John Handegard. Boy, is he dedicated.
Speaking of dedication, so is our tournament director, Johnny Campos.
Wow.
He loves watching both the seniors and the touring professionals, and he's getting it from both sides today. All right. That was a beautiful strike. You know, tonight, beginning at 8, 7 Central Time, James Earl Jones and Dennis Leary star in the network premiere of a wonderful baseball movie called The Sandlot. Then from ABC News, a breathtaking Turning Point special, Deadly Game. A married couple from America finds themselves in the middle of a life or death struggle to stop the slaughter of the African elephant. It's all tonight here on ABC.
Leblanc, possible 224.
And the Cajun music now for Avery Leblanc.
You know, I asked him about alligator wrestling, Chris, and he says, you know, they don't bite you when their mouth is underwater, so you always got to watch their tail. And I think Handegard just slapped the raging Cajun with his tail here and caught him in the early few frames. A great experience for Avery. He'll be a much better player, and he's for sure to win at a consistent basis on the senior tour.
Can we start over?
He's telling John Handegard he wants to start this game over. This is the only time the seniors and the touring players play in a singles event together. They have a lot of fun.
Look at that. He strung 4 to finish with a 224. Struck a strike up in the ninth for John Handegard. Very high hit.
Well, the lanes changed very quickly all week long. As we watch the action on Thursday and Friday, they kind of, what is for the people at home, they break down. We have hot lights, warm weather here, so the oil is changing very quickly. Handegard will have some time to make an adjustment before that winning never gets old challenge match, which will be 2 games away. He'll have to make a move left. He has time to change a ball, so he has the experience, and he'll be very competitive against the champion.
Yeah. Well, Nelson, they're tied at 2-2.
As we go, the winning never gets old challenge. It's 2 wins for the seniors, 2 wins for the young guys. We'll see what happens today. Obviously, the scales will tilt one way or another. Look out for Handegard. He's a tough old guy, and he'll either bowl Miller, Boss, or our tournament leader, Hoskins.
All right. 245 to 224. 7,500.